Welcome to FantasyFran.com. I'm sports crazy Chris Barnes, and with me, Hall of Fame quarterback Mr. Fran Tarkenton, and we're here to talk about the tight end position, probably the best tight end play we've seen out of any tight ends in the last couple of years. But I got to ask you, your number one tight end, is he the best tight end in football right now?
Gronkowski is the number one tight end in football, and it's becoming, we know it's a quarterback's league, but it's becoming a tight end league. And not only are you having one tight end per team, you're having two tight ends per team. And that's because of the spread offense. That's because they're throwing balls inside of 10 yards. These guys are the inside of 10 yards guys that catch the ball. And Gronkowski's got the ability to move the ball down the field. So he's number one. I could put Jimmy Graham number one because I think he's just as good as Gronkowski. Here's a basketball player, 6'8", 250, whatever he is, run like a deer, catch the ball, play in Minnesota. Strong number two. Gonzalez is a miracle man. 15th year, 16th year, certain Hall of Famer, first ballot Hall of Famer. Atlanta going against Jacksonville, pretty good defense, but Gonzalez has been reborn, and he's a strong number three. Jason Witten, just a solid, great tight end. Dallas playing Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has got injuries on defense. Tampa Bay is challenged. Romo should get the ball to Jason Witten. Jermichael Finley, we're putting him back in.
Yes.
Of all the tight ends, as talented as any of them, has had drop-C problems this year. But now they got Greg Jennings out.
Yep.
I think it's time for Jermichael Finley to step up. I think Rodgers will test him and give him a chance. And he's playing Kansas City, not very good. Jermichael Finley is my number five. He should be a good number five, but he's not as certain as the other four.
Sure. Now I got to ask you again, because I hate to put you on the spot. Is Gronkowski the best tight end in football today?
Today, I think so. I think he is, but that's a tough pick because I like the guy from the Giant from New Orleans.
Okay,
I like him a lot too.
Fair enough.
But Gronkowski has shown me things that I didn't know he had. I didn't know he had the athleticism, that he could run like he runs, that he can cut and move and position his body. I just didn't. I thought he was more of a clunky guy. He's not.
Right.
He's really athletic.
Okay, and then you had a couple other tight ends just outside of your top five, and two of them are playing in the same game. You got Brent Selleck for the Eagles going up against the Jets, and vice versa, Dustin Keller going up against the Eagles.
I think that both quarterbacks need to use Selleck and Keller, and they're both good players, and it gives tight ends are comfort food for quarterbacks. And Mike Vick needs comfort food right now, passing the ball, and so does Sanchez. Sanchez is coming out of his funk a little bit, but that tight end is a good friend, and it's really becoming a tight end league because of the short passing game. And so I think both of these guys should do well. I didn't put them up in the top five. I don't think they rank up there, but they're pretty good right after that.
All right. Well, these guys should have big weeks. Hopefully, they'll help you win your fantasy football playoffs, and of course, the Super Bowl fantasy playoffs next week. So check back with us because we'll have all of your Week 16 picks and projections at the tight end position right here at FantasyFran.com.